For further analysis, joining us live now from Deir in Gaza is Jonathan Crickx. He's a director of communications at UNICEF office in the State of Palestine. Jonathan, it's good to be speaking to you again. Priority is going to be given to medical evacuations, as we're hearing, but it's only a drop in the ocean as Israel has put a cap of only 150 people being able to leave the enclave.
Yes, and for us, I must say that it is still a very positive development. And we have to also observe how things are going to develop in the coming days and weeks and months. Well, it's extremely important that those medical evacuations, which didn't completely stop in the past months, but were very reduced, that they can increase in numbers. I mean, we're talking about more than 3,000 children, and I met with many of these children, either children who have been injured by the war, who have wounds which are requiring very specific treatment, or children who are suffering from medical conditions. I met with many children. One of them was in need of a heart transplant or a kidney transplant, or medical operations, surgery that are absolutely not available in the Gaza Strip. So for those children, it's extremely important that this Rafah crossing opens. For the moment, we're going to see how things are going to be happening. But of course, we're calling for those medical evacuation to happen fast and at scale to provide the need to the children who needs those medical evacuation.
And what about the hundreds of thousands of others that need to travel for education, need to travel for work, need to travel for meeting and reuniting with their loved ones? Are there any systems in place at the moment that we know of that will allow the evacuation of those who want to leave that don't necessarily need medical assistance?
I'm not on top on the aspects related to education for children who are asking or who are eligible for attending a university outside of Gaza. But what I can tell you is that it's my 7th or 8th time here in Gaza. And when I was here before the closure of the Rafah crossing point, we were exiting via Rafah through Egypt. And I was on those buses where we had dozens of mothers and children who were fleeing the war before June 2024. And many of them we're not able to have an entire family exiting. So family reunification is absolutely critical. And it is absolutely, it's extremely important that not only the families who are still in Gaza can join their family who exited before June and May 2024, but it's also very important that the families, the children, can also come back if they want to be reunited with their families. I mean, it's extremely important that children are with their dad and their mom whenever it's feasible and whenever it's possible.
Indeed, and I just want to get your insights on the current humanitarian situation on the ground, because we do know that aid supplies aren't going to be allowed for the time being through the Rafah crossing. How crucial is it that that changes moving forward?
I mean, for us, it's extremely important. I mean, we have seen, since the beginning of the ceasefire, an improvement. We have seen many improvements in the quantity of humanitarian aid that can enter the Gaza Strip compared to last summer, for example, or last month of June, where there was almost nothing entering inside the Gaza Strip. So there has been improvement. It's not enough. It is not enough. I continue to see hundreds of children who are barefoot, living in makeshift tents with a little bit of a plastic sheet to protect them against the heavy rains, against the cold temperatures. And here we're not even talking about the fact that there is not enough toilets, that there is that most of the schools have been destroyed, that the health system is on its knees. So things have improved, but the ceasefire should not give to anyone the impression that the life of the children today is perfect or ideal. Far from it. We still have 1.5 million people who are in dire need of humanitarian assistance. So it is absolutely critical that we continue to support the children in the Gaza Strip with everything which is needed: improved health system, more medical equipment, and also all the aspects related to reconstruction. Whenever it rains here, you still have many places which are looking like open air sewage, because there is no solid waste and no wastewater management. So all this infrastructure has been heavily impacted and needs to be rebuilt.
Okay, Jonathan Crickx, thank you so much for being with us here on TRT World and sharing that insight with us.
Thanks for having me.